What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video we are back with another Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure unboxing and review. Today we are going to do the great T'Challa, also known as Black Panther, played originally by Chadwick Boseman. By the way, may he rest in peace. I am very excited to open this figure with you guys and review it. This is going to be Black Panther, the original suit. I'll be honest with you guys, I am not 1000% sure from what movie we are doing. Unfortunately, the description by Sideshow didn't really tell us from what movie it is. Obviously, we can say it's from the main Black Panther movie, but at the same time his first appearance was in Civil War, so obviously the original suit leaves us a couple of question marks, but either way, that's kind of like the least of our concerns. I am very excited about this figure and to get it open with you guys today. Before I do start on the video, as usual, want to thank you guys for the continued support. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for following me, for liking my videos, for subscribing, etc. It truly means a lot, all the support that I am receiving from you guys. Want to remind you that this figure was purchased off of Sideshow Collectibles. The link to that is on the description of the video. They do have installment plans along with a reward point system for each figure that you purchase from them. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the review. We begin with the box, guys. This design of this box is absolutely amazing. We first, of course, begin here at the bottom with the name of the figure. On the sides and on the back of Black Panther, we have a couple of cultural designs from Wakanda that just looks absolutely amazing on him. As you guys can see right here at the bottom, unfortunately, the box did arrive a little damaged. Thankfully, it did not affect the figure at all. But again, the cultural designs and the pattern behind the figure, pretty much the background of it, looks really good. Here at the bottom we just have the name of the figure along with original suit and the neck piece surrounding it. On the right side, again, we continue with that pattern along with pretty much, I would say, kind of like a forest type of setting there at the bottom, along with more designs from Wakanda. Again, it just looks so good, the design of this box. Same thing from the back. We have the warning instructions, we have the neck piece for Black Panther, and then we have once again those designs representing culture, I would say, from Wakanda. It looks really good. I have no issues with it whatsoever. And pretty much same thing here on the right side. We have again the forest design there at the bottom, along with the weird pattern representing the culture of Wakanda, and of course the name of the figure in the middle, along with the logo of the movie here at the top. So the box design is absolutely amazing. Love how it pretty much pays homage to Black Panther. It looks really good. We get to the second part of the box. So we have this this cardboard kind of cover. It looks really good. We have pretty much Wakanda in the background along with the Panther in the middle and some scratch marks. It looks really good. The design of the box reminds me a lot of Star Wars type of box designs, very similar to it. Right now we have the plastic cover, as we can see right there, the figure itself, a lot of wrapping paper, so very excited to get him opened. And now we have the figure on its own. So again, a lot of plastic cover, very excited to get him open with you guys. And let me go ahead and just remove some of the paper and wrapping that he has around him. And just looking at him for the first time, honestly, guys, I am so excited, very excited. This figure is absolutely amazing. Just look how beautiful he looks. The suit looks great. He's a little heavier than I expected, which is actually a good thing. He looks massive, he looks buff. The mask looks great. The color of the suit looks absolutely phenomenal. We are off to a phenomenal start. I have no complaints to start. Obviously, we are going to review the figure more in detail later on in the video. But before we do that, we are going to start with the accessories. We're going to go over them one by one. And then, of course, we'll get to the figure and some poses as well. We begin with the accessories. So as you guys can see, we don't have a lot of things to cover, which I actually have no complaints about. I do understand that Black Panther isn't one to have a lot of weapons, but we begin with this absolutely beautiful base. It looks beautiful, as we can see the Black Panther mask in the middle, along with a cultural design pretty much in a circular form. We do have the normal hexagonal figure base for the figure, along with a crotch grabber to hold the figure together. The The cultural design is kind of scratchy and it looks absolutely beautiful. As you guys can see, it's shiny, it looks great. We have the name of the figure, and right there, as you guys can see, the font of the name looks a little different compared to the normal fonts that Hot Toys uses for its figures, but it looks absolutely great. The gray part also has a couple of cultural designs from Wakanda that look really, really good. I believe in person it will look better than it does right now with my camera. So as far as the base itself, guys, no complaints whatsoever. It looks great, shiny. Love the design of it. Looks really, really good. We do have also some weapons that T'Challa uses during the King's battle for the Kingdom of Wakanda against Killmonger and M'Baku. We have this beautiful shield that looks really, really good. It's pretty light, and as you guys can see, it has a couple of belts that's where you would put Black Panther's arm to pretty much have him hold the shield. It looks really, really good. Looks exactly as it is in the movie. Now it's really light, so I can tell that that how this shield was made, pretty much I would say plastic. Maybe I'm not 1,000% sure, but either way, the way that the shield looks, it looks really, really good, so I have no complaints whatsoever. And then we have this beautiful spear that just looks absolutely amazing. As you guys can see, Hot Toys put a lot of detail onto the spear. It looks really, really good. Glad that they included this with the figure. My only complaint with these accessories is that obviously we remember Black Panther using them, but shirtless and with some shorts, right? Obviously with those battles, obviously we don't have that wardrobe here, so it's gonna look a little bit weird. But then we also have this mask that he uses during that fight scene as well, so glad that they included this. As you guys can see, it is not adjustable. I don't want to rip that, so I don't want to give it a shot at trying to rip that. Pretty much it is not adjustable, so I'm a little disappointed in that, but we'll see how he looks once we put it on the figure. But I will say this, the design of the mask looks really, really good. It looks amazing, looks exactly as it is in the movie, and I am very happy that they included this on the figure, so no complaints there. We get to the most important accessories of them all, and then it's going to be the face sculpt of Chadwick Boseman. I will say this, the face sculpt is really, really good, but I can't go perfect. There's something about the eyes that is just not clicking for me. I feel like they're a little bit too separate from each other. I'm not sure, maybe it's me. The hairpiece does look really, really good, and it looks really real to it. I would say that the face sculpt does look like Chadwick. Again, I want to confirm the face sculpt is really good, but I can't go perfect. Now, as far as the skin texture, it looks phenomenal, looks perfect. The beard piece, everything looks really, really good, but it's just something about the eyes that I can't say I'm 100% convinced that this is Chadwick. But either way, the face sculpt looks really, really good. I really don't have complaints about it. As you guys can see, it's just a face sculpt. It does not come with a neck piece like other figures, and I'll explain why I actually like that a lot. We do have 5 pieces of hands. So one is to pretty much hold the spear. As you guys can see, this one would hold the spear. My only disappointment is that this is the only hand. I wish they would have included another one for the left hand. We only have the right hand. As you guys can see, pretty much you guys would open the fingers to have him hold the spear, and that way as I always say, you guys would have different options to pose the figure when it comes to displaying him. As you guys can see right there, the handpiece is holding the spear, so it looks really, really good and very natural. And let me just say this about the hands. The way that they're made is very nicely done. It includes a lot of detail. I love how they look. It looks amazing. Again, I can tell it is from the Black Panther suit, so I am very excited that they did that with the figure. As you guys can see right there with the fingers, again, they just put a lot of detail onto these hands, so I'm glad that they did that with Black Panther's hands. Again, as mentioned before, it is 5 hands, so we have that one which is individual. We have these 2 which pretty much has him in a fighting position. Now these 2 hands compared to the other ones are going to be without claws, so again, it just gives you a couple of options for you guys to pose them. Again, it is up to you to decide which is a better pose, without the claws or with the claws. But either way, what I can say is that the texture and the way that the hands are made is absolutely amazing. And now we get to these pairs of hands, which I would say have the similar pose to the other ones. Again, the only difference is that the claws are pretty much out and open. And again, the way that the hands are made is absolutely amazing. The color, the design, everything looks just great. Love how they look. And again, as I always say with the hand pieces, they do give you a lot of options when it comes to posing the figure. So that is pretty much it for the accessories that we have for the figure. Again, no disappointments whatsoever. I would say that everything looks pretty good. Maybe just a detail here and there that I wish they would have included. I wish they would have included the wardrobe where Black Panther is having that battle of the Kings, but that would pretty much just be my only thoughts about it. Now we get to the detailed review of the figure, guys. So as I mentioned before, I was very thrilled when I saw this for the first time, and honestly, I still feel the same way. One thing that I really love about this figure that I haven't gotten from other figures from Hot Toys is that it looks absolutely massive. He looks buff, he looks strong, he looks muscular, and that's how most of these figures should look. One of my complaints with the Spider-Man figures is that they are too skinny and that their body type isn't muscular enough. Well, that complaint is not going to be it with this figure. This figure is absolutely massive. He looks muscular. It looks great. When I look at the face, with the mask, it connects very well to the neck. The reason why I have no complaints about this, obviously with the Spider-Man figures, my complaint has been that it's just the neck connecting to the face and not the neck connecting to the chest. But here, I have no complaints because it's the way that it is in the movies. He pretty much has the suit all the way up to his neck, below his chin, and then it's just the mask on its own. And that's the way that Hot Toys did the figure, and it's exactly as it is in the movie, so no complaints. As we can see, the suit, it just connects very well. It's pretty much kind of, I would say, made out of rubber. It reminds me a lot of the Superman suit that he has. Again, it's rubber, so pretty much you guys can stretch the arms a little bit, but not too high, which to me isn't a complaint. Again, Black Panther isn't really a character that stretches his arms out either high or low. It's more to the side, so no complaints about it whatsoever. As you guys can see, again, you guys can just pretty much stretch the arms and bend them to the left, right. Again, it gives you a couple of options when it comes to posing the figure. So again, no complaints whatsoever about the suit itself. It just looks phenomenal. And something that I'm so glad that they did, and as we can see here with the feet, is that everything connects. The only thing that wouldn't connect would be the arms and the hands, and of course the face with the neck. But as you guys can see here with the feet, the suit itself connects. I can see the division between the feet and the legs, and that is something that I am so glad that Hot Toys did. As you guys can see, everything connects, and it just makes the figure look much more natural. It looks great. The feet, the legs, the chest, the back, everything just looks great. The suit looks really, really good. There is no purple with this figure because, again, it is the original suit, so it's just pretty much, we're going based off of, I would say, Civil War, if I'm not mistaken. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But again, just no complaints whatsoever when it comes to the suit. Again, it just looks phenomenal on him, and I have no regrets whatsoever when it comes to purchasing the figure. If you guys want to, now we can go ahead and try to remove the mask and put Chadwick's face sculpt on him. So as you guys can see, pretty easily to remove, just kind of like any other Hot Toys figure. And let me just go ahead and get the Chadwick Boseman face sculpt if I can find it, and here it is. So just apply a little bit of pressure so that way it connects well. And as you guys can see, again, he looks really, really good. Again, the way that the figure looks as far as the face and the neck is very similar to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But again, for Black Panther, that's the way it is on the movie. That's why I have no complaints about it. Again, it looks, as you guys can see, looks really good. There's nothing weird to it because that's the way it is in the movie. And again, just the connection, it looks phenomenal, honestly. The figure just looks really, really good. I cannot state how many times I'm thrilled about the figure. Again, the suit looks great. The neck piece, I forgot to mention, looks really, really good. So again, the connection with the face and the suit looks very natural, very good. No complaints whatsoever when it comes to the figure. Another thing that we can do is pretty much connect the shield to him, so that way you guys can take a look and see how it works. So obviously you would put the hand first in the bigger hole, because obviously we want it to be stretched all the way to his forearm and biceps. And pretty much we can just move it to the side. As you guys can see, again, just showing a quick example. I'm not going to connect it completely, but that's how you guys would have the shield connected to him. And again, just looks really good, but looks a little weird because again, when we think of the Shield, he's shirtless and just has shorts on those battle scenes that he had during the movie. But either way, right, again, it still looks really good. And again, it just gives us a couple of options when it comes to posing the figure. So no issues there whatsoever. So again, as far as the figure, guys, it looks phenomenal. I really have no complaints whatsoever. I really can't think of anything that's bad about it. Everything looks just amazing. As far as comparisons, guys, so obviously I'm a new collector, so I don't have another Black Panther 1/6 scale figure. This is the only figure that I have, but I did want to go ahead and display it with my Captain America. The reason why, I would think as far as Marvel, these are the two most muscular characters that I can find. Now, I'm not including Thor because I don't have him, right? I will soon. Stay tuned for that. But these are the most muscular characters that I have just naturally. And as you guys can see, the body type just looks very similar. For some reason, Captain America looks taller than Black Panther, even though both are supposed to be 31 centimeters tall. Maybe it's the way that I'm having them posed. I'm not sure, right? But as you guys can see, the body type, they are very similar. And I dare to say that Black Panther might be even more muscular than Cap. I think one of the things that makes Cap look more muscular is his clothing. It's the fact that it's regular clothing. With Black Panther, it's just a tight suit. But as you guys can see, both figures look very muscular. They look very natural, and I am very happy with the body type that they included with Black Panther. I wish they would do that with more figures. I feel like some of the figures that Hot Toys releases are very skinny. But again, just wanted to kind of make this interesting comparison so that way you guys can see the body types and how muscular they are compared to other Marvel figures. So again, as I mentioned before, the body type, the face, everything just looks great on T'Challa. And now to end the video, guys, we have a couple of poses and my final thoughts. As far as posing, honestly, guys, I don't mean to brag a lot about myself, but I think these are the best poses that I have ever done with a figure. I think that it was easy with him. Obviously, we had to include the Wakanda Forever pose, and also if I can cheat and I can tell on myself, I did look at a couple of poses that Hot Toys included on their images. At the same time, I wanted to kind of give myself some ideas just to see how I can pose them, but I think the Wakanda Forever pose was a must. And as you guys can see, he just looks great. It looks phenomenal. The figure, again, I probably said this like 10,000 times already in the video, right? But again, he's just really good. The sad thing, obviously, right, the actor Chadwick already passed away, right? Again, may he rest in peace, and our thoughts or prayers are always with his family and friends. So obviously, since he's no longer part of the MCU, we really don't know when is the next time we are going to get a Black Panther figure. I would assume that Hot Toys eventually will come up with something, but either way, with the fact that we got this figure in homage to him is very intriguing. Again, still not sure for what movie we are discussing. I would think either Black Panther, the first movie, or Civil War. The only reason I say that is because later on in Endgame and in Infinity War, his hair is much longer, right? So I don't think that they would go based on that. And also with these accessories, it makes me think that it's based on the Black Panther movie, because obviously this is the only movie that he displays these accessories and weapons. But again, it doesn't matter to me, honestly. I'm just glad that I have a Black Panther finally. This is my first Black Panther period, either small or big figure, and I could not be more thrilled. I would say it is definitely a must buy. Taking a look at some of the images of previous Black Panther figures, no question to me, this is by far the best figure I've seen. I think the body type, the face sculpt, even though it's not perfect, the way that the suit is built, it just makes this figure the best Black Panther I've seen in 1/6 scale. So yes, I would say if you guys are a Marvel fans, if you guys collect Hot Toys, this is a must purchase, so I would definitely recommend it. Sadly, I do believe there is a wait list right now on Sideshow Collectibles. There might be a third-party company that might be selling the figure, but it will be more expensive, so it is up to you guys. So, but again, to me, he is a must buy. No complaints whatsoever about the figure. And again, I'm kind of satisfied with the posing that I did on him. Right there, we just have him with his base on the right side and pretty much just him in a normal fighting position. So again, just to end the video, guys, want to remind you that I am on TikTok and Instagram. There I am posting images and shorter unboxings of the figure, usually like a 16 to 90-second clip that I usually post about the figure, and along with a couple of images. Feel free to check me out there, and feel free to follow me and like the images that I have posted for the figure. The links to that are on the description of the video. For those of you guys who again have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much, guys. It truly means a lot, the continued support that I am receiving from you guys. If it is the first time that you are watching me, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and also hit the notifications bell, so that way you guys stay updated with upcoming content that I will be receiving. Also, feel free to leave a comment on your opinion about the figure. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any recommendations on things that I can do better with these videos. I am honest. I am an honest person, and I do admit that there are some things that I can do better. So I am an open book when it comes to that. Feel free to let me know what I can do better. But for now, guys, this is going to be it. I do want to appreciate you guys and thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you next time.